Merhaba everyone and welcome to a new episode of Crossing the World Without Flying. I am still in Turkey today. We just took a night bus with that guy here, you know him. We ended up here in the town of Denizli. We are somewhere in southwestern Turkey. In this week's episode, we'll be crossing Turkey with a series of buses, stopping for a number of cool spots to investigate Turkey's nature and history. Our first stop is the village of Pamukkale, known for its ancient Greek city and travertine formation filled with thermal spring water. Pamukkale there. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks. I was about to say we're gonna look for something called a dolmus. I think this is something like this. This is how they call like their minibuses. Oh, this one says Pamukkale. Yeah, looks like that's gonna be easy. And there we are. This is the ancient city of Hierapolis. And we paid, well, we're supposed to pay 30 euros, which is already a lot. But we ended up paying almost 40 because we got scammed. This is literally a scam. They include this in the price without telling us. Like this is like some low quality headphones, which we have no use for. I don't know, that's pretty terrible. That's very shitty to do. And you can't return them. So if you ever wanna come here, you go through another gate or you pay for the ticket online beforehand. That's probably the best thing to do. Now that we've bought them, let's try to use them at least. It's open.
Wow. Non mais putain.
Wait, no littering.
Yo.
Way. Like you don't need those at all. So this is literally just a scam. Anyway, very stupid. Let's see those rocks. So yeah, this is a Greek-built city from ancient Greece. It was built in the 2nd century BC. And yeah, this is what remains. A few rocks. The location is good, I guess. You know, the landscapes are pretty nice.
J'aime le fromage. Il y a écrit là.
Oh, okay. Well, we got some very old tombs here. You know, this door has been there for over 2,000 years. That's pretty crazy when you think about it. And here we got some pillars. Is that the necropolis? I think the whole thing is the necropolis. That's like a graveyard. Well, at least they got this nice amphitheater. Let's go and look at it. Well, that looks pretty nice. The rest of the park is empty, but here, all the people are here. A bit of a bummer, but, you know, makes sense. It's much better than anything else in this park. Well, the ruins are nice and old, but this is actually what I came for. The travertines of Pamukkale. This is a natural thermal pool surrounded by white limestone. It kind of looks out of this world. You can see smoke coming out of the water here, so this is actually a thermal pool. Wow, it's like a heater. It actually warms me up. The smoke is warming me up. This is nice. Wow, that's really impressive. I think we can walk on these things. Well, let's go for it. It started raining, which is not great. I look terrible like this. Look like an egg. And what is my guy doing here? Flying around like this? I might be a bit jealous. Must be super fun. Up, taking off the shoes, and we are going there. Oh, it's warm. That's a bit slippery, but it's pretty nice to be walking in hot water when the air is very cold outside. Oop. Nice. That's it for this park, but now it's raining really hard, so we're gonna find a place to, you know, cover ourselves from the rain. But man, was it worth the 40 euros? I don't know. It was a unique experience for sure, so no regrets. Welcome back to Denizli for the night. There seems to be a lot going on here. It's not really a touristic city, but it is a big city. There's about 500,000 people. So as we got the habit of doing in Turkey, we're gonna find some food to eat, and I'm gonna record that and do some kind of food review. I don't really do that usually, but in Turkey they have so much great food that I feel like I have to, you know. So let's find something to eat for tonight. And we got some pide again. This one is like beef and cheese.
This one's boring.
Boring?
T'as pas touché à l'entrée.
I forgot to eat this. T'en veux?
Non merci.
Ouais.
Pourquoi tu bouffes le citron comme ça?
C'est bon le citron.
Ta bosse?
Ça pique pas, vas-y. There it comes. Thank you. Let's try out this one, this dessert. Yeah, there's like a ton of honey and peanut butter. That's a very caloric dessert, but it tastes really great. Well, as usual in Turkey, we ate real good. So, I mean, we didn't really get time to explore Denizli, but at least we know they have good food here, which is great. But I think they have good food everywhere in Turkey. You know, that's like the number one thing for me about Turkey. Love it. I would have gladly stayed longer to enjoy Denizli's food, but we were already out of time. We went for an early start the next morning to reach Denizli's bus station, and after a bit of language confusion... But we already have the ticket.
Abi, vous achetez online?
Yes, we bought on Obilet. We made it onto the bus that would take us up snowy mountains and then down to the province of Mugla, a southwestern coastal region where we'd spotted a plethora of cool things to visit. Very sunny today. Now we're in Ortaca and we need to find some way to go to a place called Dalyan. Probably have buses going there, maybe, hopefully. Can I pay it here? And this is Dalyan, we made it, and we're eating some real traditional Turkish food. Pepperoni pizza. Okay, I mean, I need my pizza sometimes, you know. This is Dalyan, the port of Dalyan. I mean, the whole town is kind of a port on this little river. We are pretty close to the sea here, the Mediterranean Sea again. It's a few kilometers down there. And we're all looking for a boat to cross that river, because on the other side, well, you can see it already from here. There are those tombs, you know, those big things in the cliff. You can probably see it from here.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good.
Good. Now we are looking for the ferry to go to the other side here. Okay.
And this is the tombs,
Yes.
king's tombs. And here stop these nice pictures.
Okay. We just want to see this, basically.
This side, this boat, this
Yeah.
Finnish, and a small boat, this Rome boat. This
Okay.
Other side.
Okay, great.
This side.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Yeah, we want to cross the river.
Huh?
With this boat? Oh, great. Perfect.
How much is it? For the...
This is 50 lira, one person.
Okay. Up. Whoop.
Ben yapmam.
That's nice. Up. Nice.
Are you waiting us here?
Yeah, after finish. 60 kilo.
You finish at 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. See you. Nice, nice, nice. The river has been crossed. We're on the other side. Not much going on here. Just a few little farms, some chickens. There's no bridge to come here from Dalyan, so I guess not much people do. And now we have some tombs to see. We have an ancient city to see. And there it is. You have some tombs here. And on this way as well, there's about 167 tombs. I don't know if they're all like this, because this is very impressive. They were carved directly inside the mountain. This is just wild. These tombs are immense. Can you imagine that they were built like in the 4th century BC? It was during the Hellenistic period. So the ancient Greeks built this. And it was still used during the Roman times. This is one of the most impressive things I've seen. So yeah, this is the spot. There's just no way to climb there, right? Well, I mean, they are very well preserved, and I think it's because not many people have been able to climb there. You can go all the way up here for free, because we are off season. It's technically closed, but they leave the door open so you can just come in and visit this for free, which is nice. We've been hiking on for like 30 minutes to get here. This mountain graveyard is very far from the actual ancient city. I think there's someone here. We're gonna have to pay. Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Can we visit?
Yeah. 2 person, 310 lira.
Up.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Finally, something nice you can see in Turkey for a reasonable price. I think that's the big con for me of traveling in Turkey. It's very expensive to do any activity, you know, getting in mosques. It can cost you like 30 euros or something. Here it's only 3 euros to visit the place, which is nice. You know, it's a whole ancient city. Maybe it's not as good as Pamukkale, but I mean, it's certainly worth a tenth of the price. This is pretty nice, and you get the sea behind it. We get some nice ruins and some nice pillars here. He's happy to see pillars. The good old Greek pillars. You probably know Greece and Turkey, they're not the best friends ever, but their history is mixed together, to be honest. So yeah, just walking around those kind of historic places, those kinds of, you know, ruins of ancient civilizations, you realize that they are very much connected. You know, it's very much modern history that has set them apart. But we'll see a lot more about that, you know, the history between the Greeks and the Turks. I think tomorrow there's something to see that's going to be very specifically about that, so that should be interesting. Hey, little one. Are you alive? Donkeys! We got everyone here. All the animals. But not much humans, which is great, you know, there's barely anyone here. This is the good thing about coming off season to Turkey. It's a bit cold, not today though. Today it's actually pretty hot, the weather is great. And there's barely anyone else visiting, which is nice, you know, when you get out of Istanbul at least. Oh, there's the amphitheater of
Kaunos.
Kaunos. I already forgot. And you can see the sea here. You can see Morocco from here and New Zealand there.
Ils sont juste là.
Morocco must be on this way. Yeah, okay, Morocco this way. And New Zealand this way. Almost there, almost there.
Almost there.
Wow. Good old Roman theater. You can imagine people from 2000 years ago just sitting there and, you know, watching whatever was happening here with the sea behind. You know, just here drinking a beer and, you know, playing Call of Duty on their phone. We're going to that fortress. Oh, there's someone there. That is quite the climb to get there. Thank God we have a ladder to get to the top. How do we even do this? Let's go for it, I guess. Yep. Up. And look at this view. This is great. Whew. We are getting there. Donkeys, hey! How did you even get here? Dips. Voilà l'ego du gars. Ah. Huh. How are we supposed to climb that wall now? Woo! We made it to the top! Was it worth it? Well, you can see for yourself. This view is incredible. One of the best views in Turkey, maybe. Definitely the best view I'll see in Turkey. I mean, I don't think I can top that, right? It was not an easy climb, but you know, when you get this at the end, you can't complain. And this is the town of Dalyan, right here by the river. This is the best view you can get of Dalyan. I mean, the people living there, like in this riverfront, looks expensive. I mean, those are probably some hotels, but you know, way out of our budget. This looks nice. Hey. Okay, time to leave this place. How do we get the boat back? We need to take the boat, but nobody's there. Ok, c'est bon. Il a fait coucou. Hey! You wanna cross the river? You want to cross the river?
The Night River?
It's already 5 p.m. and we are sleeping in another town tonight, so for that we have to take one boat, one minibus, and one bus. And we're now in a town called Fethiye. Fethiye, I don't know. We are going to check in at our hostel where we're gonna spend 2 nights, which is great. We'll be able to just have a little rest. That would be nice. Good morning in Fethiye. It's a really hot day today, and we got this. We got some baklava, our first baklava. We've been here for like, I don't know, a while and didn't have baklava, which is a shame, but it's time. Let's try. Okay. This is really good. Very like sweet baklava.
There's a fortress.
Oh, nice. I think there's a lot to do around here. It's a very touristic place. There are very nice beaches, very nice bay, and we're going to see an abandoned village, which is called Kayaköy. Probably going to hitchhike there and try to find a ride to get to this abandoned village. Should be fun. So I got my new monster, orange monster, which is not great by the way, don't buy it. And he got a Minecraft ice cream. This is a father of 3 by the way. Best thing you've eaten in Turkey. Kayaköy 5K. Let's start hitchhiking. Wow, that view is great. Look at that view behind me. You can see the whole city. You can see a big flag of Turkey and the mountains. Man, this place is beautiful. And the weather is so great. Like, it's actually a bit hot. I think the whole concept of an abandoned village is that nobody goes there because, you know, it's abandoned. Ta casquette. I've been living in Kayaköy for 20 years. Oh!
Ben oranın terk edilmiş
Attends,
bir
wait.
There's Kayaköy and Kayaköy abandoned village.
Yeah. Small people,
Okay, okay.
big no people.
There's a big abandoned village and a small village where people live.
Oh.
This is your home. Wow, it's a nice home.
Yeah.
Is this a hotel?
This is a hotel.
Okay, okay, nice.
Onlar orayı gezmek,
I believe
bir
you're
de
here
kahve
to,
ikram et.
Yeah, we want to see the abandoned
Old
city.
Town. It's an open air museum.
Okay,
There are 2 entrances.
so he's the boss of the place?
Yes.
Okay, we found the boss, nice. Okay, okay.
Where are you from, guys?
From France.
France. Bonjour.
Et bonjour.
Loya.
Loya. Oh. Thank you so much. Well, we get some free coffee. I already forgot the name of the place. Oh, I think that's what she said. Yelde Girmeni Bungalow. Okay. You guys should go there. It's a nice place. This is it. The abandoned village of Kayaköy. The place we were earlier, it was what they call the new Kayaköy. It's where the people actually live today. I mean, only Turkish people. Because this whole place, this whole city, it's really, really large. You had thousands and thousands of people living there. There was a very large Greek population in this city, in Kayaköy. Everything went alright, you know, they had a different language, different religion, but they still cohabited. It had been like this for hundreds upon hundreds of years, if not thousands. But at some point, well, Greek and Turkey, they became the countries that we know today. And when Turkey became independent, that was about 100 years ago in 1923, you know, because of this guy called Ataturk, who was the founder of the Republic of Turkey, well, they decided to change that. There were many Turks living in Greece and many Greeks living in Turkey, and they decided to displace all of them, basically. So they wanted Greece to be a country only for Greeks and Turkey to be a country only for Turks. That's the result. This is a Greek city in Turkey, and all the Greeks, they were forced to go to, you know, the country of Greece. You know, they were born here, their parents were born here, their grandparents were born here. It was really like their home for generations upon generations, and yet they were forced to leave, and the place ended up like this because Greeks never came back here, and the Turks never came to inhabit those houses. It's a very interesting place to visit, but you know, when you know the history of the place, it feels like something went wrong. Maybe it shouldn't have happened like this. Wait, I was just walking around while filming this sequence and I lost Axel. Where is he? Where has he gone? Axel? I actually lost him. You know, this whole place is kind of a maze. And it was really a city, so you have streets everywhere. Ça va, mec? There's the town of Kayaköy. Actually, it used to be like the center of this whole region of Turkey. You know, now it's abandoned, but you know, at the time it was a really important city. You know, when it comes to the city on the coast, well, they were less important. There were less people living there because it was a bit dangerous with, you know, pirates and everything. And now there's a very ironic Turkish flag, you know, flying here. Interestingly. You can see that it's been abandoned for 100 years. There's nothing left except for the walls. And as you can see, there's no doors, no roofs anywhere. And there is a reason for that. It was, you know, either stolen by, you know, people living nearby because, well, to build new houses for the Turks. You had Turks coming here from Greece, so they needed to build new houses. And some of the roofs and doors were actually burnt as well. Is there a single door left or a single roof? That would be nice to just see one. And here, by the way, in front of me, that building you can see here, it's obviously one of the most impressive buildings of the town. Well, this is a church, because of course they practiced Orthodox Christianity. That's the Greek religion. But, I mean, now it's been abandoned as well. I think I found the only roof left in Kayaköy. Look, this one. Looks like they actually left some wood there. And there goes the only roof in Kayaköy. I'm not sure how they managed to keep that here in relatively good state for 100 years, but it's cool. I think it's the original roof, it must be. There's no doors though. We were looking for a door everywhere, but no luck. We couldn't find a single door in Kayaköy. But look, you can see most of the city from here. This was probably the city center around here, the downtown. You had a little fort up there with the ironic Turkish flag. Sad thing is that you can't really recognize any of the buildings. What were the shops, apparently there was a doctor here, it was a real city. But, you know, where did the doctor operate? Where did the doctor live? Where was the hospital? Hard to say. And we're now heading to the Eiffel Towers of Kayaköy, the Twin Towers. Hopefully nothing happens to them. But this city is really built, you know, on a hill. So they have a good view of everything that's happening around the region, I suppose. So yeah. Why did we come here in the first place? Yeah, I don't think that was a thing in 1923. Hey kitty. Okay. This is where we eat here. Yep, the Kayaköy restaurant. Okay, time to try out some gözlem, and we got some apple tea here, the best tea in Turkey. But let's try this. Cheese gözlem. Kind of like a burek. I mean, I think it's the same cheese as burek. The bread is a bit different. Yeah, it's pretty good. Şudak.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
sağ ol. Bye. Okay, we're back in Fethiye. Took a long time to get back here. I mean, we tried to get on a minibus, but we never saw any minibus. So we ended up hitchhiking again. And yeah, it took some time, but we're back here at the marina. This is the marina of Fethiye. Kind of rich part of the town. There are a lot of yachts here from every country. You can see a Polish flag here. And yeah, pretty chill place, but we're trying to go to the beach. So we have kind of a long walk ahead of us. So let's go and try to find that beach. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, I think this is where they're repairing all the ships. So we're out of the marina now. This is a little less nice part of the town, but just as important, I guess. You need people repairing those things. Let's go to the beach! 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 Oh, hope they don't have any police around here because I'm pretty sure that's not legal in Turkey. But we are going to the beach! Wow, look at the sea, man, that's beautiful! It's his first time hitchhiking in a pickup truck. This is the best thing you can hitchhike on. It's not very comfortable, but this is so adventurous, I love this. Wahoo!
Bro, there are many beaches around the island.
Yeah?
I need to go back to work area.
Oh yeah, you can see a beach
another
here.
Beach, another
Yeah.
beach.
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for taking us there. What's your name?
Erdem.
Erdem. Okay, I'm Nate. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry for my English, but
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay, man.
better than mine.
Thank you.
Good day.
Okay, good luck with work. Woo. We are at the beach. Beach. Wow. This is the kind of adventure I love while traveling. Oh yeah, there's actually a beach here. Oh. I have no words, just look at this. This is Turkey. I mean, you know, there's an island in the middle and this whole bay, man, that's just beautiful. We're in the best spot possible, I think. This is just great. And this way, this is the actual sea, you know, you can leave the bay. On this direction, if you go like 50 kilometers, you get to the Greek islands of Rhodes. Why didn't anyone tell me this about Turkey? Like, always go to the Greek islands, but you know, you just go to Turkey and you have this all for yourself, because there's no one else here. This is how we drink in Turkey. The local beer, FS. It's not that good, but you know, it's a bit expensive. Beer is a bit expensive here. Alcohol is a bit expensive. But when you take 1 liter, it's not that expensive. Got a football match tonight. Turkey versus Kosovo. So we're gonna watch that. That's gonna be a crazy one. Kosovo is gonna get destroyed, but we're here to watch this. Indeed, Turkey secured victory and by the same time qualified for the World Cup, much to the joy of the whole town. Our last night in the region ended with some local friends, who all had something to say to the 14 people watching this video. I'm with my friend Nuri, he has something to say to the camera. Take the mic. Say what you need to say.
Fethiye'deyiz. Nate ve Axel bugün şans eseri bizlerle tanıştı. Şu anda hep beraber bira içiyoruz ve çok memnunuz. Fethiye'ye bekleriz, Türkiye'ye bekleriz. Çok güzel bir ortam. Teşekkür ederiz.
That's a long sentence.
Yes, so long.
I have no idea what he said. I don't know. I hope it's not too terrible. You want to say something, Sena?
Okay. Buradan sonra Antalya'ya gideceklermiş ve ben Antalya milliyetlisi olduğum için çok mutlu oldum. Umarım güzel yerlerden bahsederler.
Deniz, you want to promote your place?
Yes, we are at Büyükev Pub and Kitchen. This place, yeah. I'm the manager, they can find me anywhere, Deniz.
Okay.
Yes, and I will help them, always.
Great.
Great.
They got cheap beer here. Yeah. Not really cheap, but yeah. Catch you guys next week for the rest of the journey in Turkey.